outsiders.
Here we go. The Rialto Run Up is 10 seconds away. It'll take a little over the 7 minutes, and we'll keep our eye on Terry Purcell and David Osmond. Set and away, and Purcell started in the front middle of the group of 40, and they're storming down Collins Street at a frenetic pace, and Purcell's in front, and that's an important start for the hot favourite. He's in front as they go around that first corner into the concourse of the Rialto. He keeps the inside running, Purcell, and will be a clear leader going into the building. Here's Jeff Cates.
Terry's gone out very fast, so he's in very good shape here to enter into the building first. Glenn Devison, surprisingly, is in about 10th place at the moment. I felt he got caught up at the start and didn't come around that corner very well at all.
Well, there's a real traffic jam now as these 40 runners have not, of course, in that time, spread out at all. And they now have moved into the stairwell. And we'll see them as they come onto the second floor and get an idea just what the order is. And it is the leader, and a surprise leader, Tony Giammarco from Terry Purcell. Third is Gerard Gord. We go back to Troy Kelly. There's Glenn Devison. Now, did you get a look at David Osmond as they came through there? I may have missed him. There was a big number of runners, but certainly Osmond looks like he was up in that leading 4 or 5. We go back there to Joe Anderson in about midfield. The boy from Rosanna in about 20th position. And it's a big, long line of runners right back now toward Andrew Fung. And the 40 runners have now moved through that second floor. And our next shot will be up on the 12th floor, and that'll be about a minute away. Jeff, just some comments there. A really surprised leader in Tony Giammarco.
Yeah, I think the actual position of first place may change fairly quickly. He's a total unknown to myself, but this race has certainly shown some surprises in the previous years. But I think there'll be quite a few different place changes in the next at least 3 to 4 minutes.
This is the Rialto Run Up, worth $1,000 to the winner. In about 15 seconds, we'll see them come to about the 12th floor. Tony Giammarco led them onto the 3rd floor. He has competed in 4 Rialto Run Ups. They've moved to floor 12 now. Giammarco rides 120 k's each week by cycling from his home in Lower Templestowe to work, would you believe? So we're up to 207, 208, 209. I can hear them now through the closed circuit monitors, and here they come. And let's see, it is Purcell the leader. So Purcell's taken a clear lead here. He's got, I'd say, about a 5-second lead on David Osmond. Did you spot who was third there, Jeff Cates, as they came through?
Couldn't see him at all, but this is Phil Griffiths coming up in 4th place. And Glenn Devison just passing me on the inside with Andrew Goodwin behind him.
OK, so as they came through on the 12th floor, the 2 favourites were in front, and that was Purcell and Osmond. Possibly Giammarco, who led them through, may have been able to hold on to a position in that top 3. He was the unknown runner there. They moving through very, very quickly here on the tight stairwells. And most of the runners now moving through the 14th floor as we hit the 3-minute mark. Remember, the race takes about 7 minutes, the Rialto Run Up here. And we've got last year's winner, Terry Purcell, the leader, from David Osmond of Sydney. And I'll tell you what, Jeff, there was not much between them.
No, there certainly was. David's done very well over that last 8 floors. But Glenn Devison's probably been the biggest mover. He came into the building just inside the top 10, and I feel he's already up into the top 5.
OK, we're still looking on the 14th floor as we get some of the back runners here. Andrew Fung is moving through there now. The lead runner now, and we believe it will be Terry Purcell, has moved through floor 25. We're 3.5 minutes into the race, and Terry Purcell, as he moves to floor 27, looks like he still has the lead here. Yes, he does. But he's not that far in front. He's being tracked pretty solidly. Now, is that Osmond in second?
Yeah, certainly. He's 5 seconds behind. Actually, no, here comes David Osmond now. So David Osmond is 11 seconds behind.
So that mystery runner may be Tony Giammarco. He was a taller fellow. I won't nominate. Very hard to see the numbers there as they move through on that 25th floor, but it's Purcell the leader. It could possibly be Tony Giammarco. It's a taller runner in second placing. And Purcell only had about a 5-second lead.
Yeah, certainly did. And then it follows back to Phil Griffiths is in there. Glenn Devison is still in good place. And Darryl Suter of Newtown Geelong is in there.
OK, so we should just mention to you that these runners run very much up these stairs in a stooped-over position. And it's very, very hard just as they come through with arms and legs moving everywhere to pick up numbers clearly. But I see Joe Anderson there going through at floor number 27. And they're approaching 37 now. Terry Purcell, the defending champion from Geelong, the leader. We'll ask our producer to see if he can organise one of our camera people now. Here we go to get that second runner. And we'll get it for you clearly now. It's Terry Purcell in front. And let's see, he's got a lead of about, I'd say, 7 or 8 seconds. Let's get the camera back on that second runner. It is Troy Kelly of Les Murdy, the second runner. So Kelly's second. And there's a big gap now to third place. Now Kelly ran fourth in the 1993 Rialto Run Up. David Osmond is third. But I'd say only one of those first two could win from here. It looked to be too big a gap of about 10 or 12 seconds to Osmond.
Daryl Suter.
And then we run through to Suter and Devison. So Daryl Suter, runner number 10, and Glenn Devison, runner number 6. Move along the 37th floor as they swap towers here. Then there's another big gap of, I'd reckon, almost 15 seconds. And that moves back to Peter McNamara. And there follows Stephen McLennan.
And Phil Griffiths way behind, so obviously he's got problems on the day.
Now we're just going to have a look at these middle runners on the 27th floor. They're a long way behind those leaders, and it's a tough haul for those players, Jeff.
Well, 27, they're halfway now. It's still an extremely long way from home, but it's sort of hard to think, well, you know, let's try and pick up the pace at this stage of the race.
So let's now hone back in on those leaders, because there's only about probably a minute to go. And here is our leader, Terry Purcell. He's doing it tough, but he's doing it okay. And you reckon he's home here in the Rialto run-up at 6 minutes 20. And he's got about a 7 or 8 second lead over Troy Kelly, who's in second placing. And Troy Kelly's made big improvement since last year's run. He ran fourth in the 93 Rialto run-up, and he's probably going to run second this year with David Osmond in third placing. I couldn't see that changing, Jeff.
No, David's about 20 seconds behind Terry, so with 48, it's only 7 floors to go, so it's I can't see the places changing at all, Shane, here. OK, so for our 3RW listeners just joining us again, Terry Purcell, the winner of the 1994 Rialto Run-Up, looks a good thing here to make it a win in 1995. His time last year was 7:28.26. And I'll tell you what, he's some sort of a chance to go close to that. He was a few seconds behind, but we're 7:10 and he's on the 55th. And he's about to move around past us now. You'll hear the applause from the big crowd up here. Oh, he smashed the record. 7:19, 7:20. And that is a very impressive effort. Troy Kelly is going to finish second. He finished fourth last year. He moves past us now. A great run from Troy Kelly of Les Murdy. And third is the boy David Osmond from Sydney. So 1-4-2, and that was the way they looked from about the halfway mark onwards. Now we had runner number 10, Daryl Suter, fourth at the 48th. But in fact, it's Glenn Devison who's moved into fourth placing now. So Glenn Devison has been a terrific runner in this race over a number of years. He finishes in fourth placing. And we'll look now for Daryl Suter in fifth placing. Here he comes now. He's on the 55th. He's around past us, and he sprints home in pretty impressive fashion. So just to check the official placings, Purcell first, Kelly second, Osmond third. For 3RW listeners, I'll come down and talk to you, Darren, a little later. The runners now moving through Jeff, and here's runner number 28, Stephen McLennan of Ballarat, who ran pretty well. Yeah, he's had a terrific run. I think that's a big improvement over previous years. Daryl Suter's had a huge improvement over the last couple of years, especially over last year's placing. Here comes Phil Griffiths now, and the time of clock's running at 8:38, so it'll be about an 8:40 runner.